I then joined the queue in Stamford Street. We stood for 2.5 hours waiting for the march to start. And we met the most loveliest of people from north, east, south and west. They were friendly, convivial, we spoke to many. And Harry and I then joined the march and walked to Downing Street. There was no incident whatsoever. And it was something to adorn. Thousands of UK flags flying in the wind as we walked over Westminster Bridge towards Downing Street. There was no trouble whatsoever.
So what do you make of the... I mean, the Metropolitan Police have put out an estimate of, well, anywhere between 115 and 150,000 people there. Our very own Doogie Beattie reckons it was at least 3 times that. I know, Norman, you weren't counting everybody, but what's your feel, as a former copper, about the numbers of people on this march?
Well, I normally, when I was in the police in uniform, I policed some demonstrations. We never knew numbers, but what I would say yesterday, and I didn't count them all, was there were hundreds of thousands, literally hundreds of thousands. We were foot to toe, hand to head, and people were just so polite. And this is why I'm so surprised. And I was there. I'm an independent spokesman. I'm not a great fan of Tommy Robinson. However, he's done some great things and he's highlighted many issues that concern us all. And what I heard yesterday and what I saw was people that were sick and tired with what's happened to Britain. They've lost their identity. They believe that what they say, what they do, what they feel is being forced upon them against their wishes. And I would suggest the numbers were in the region of 300,000 or 400,000. I believe the Met have got it wrong. I'm happy to be corrected. But I also believe, Dawn, that ACC, Matt Twist, was pretty unfair when he said that many turned up for the Tommy Robertson march or demonstration were intent on trouble. I was there. I didn't see anybody that was intent on trouble. And apparently there were 1 or 2 flashpoints when the numbers were so vast that the Met, I don't think, could cope. So what they do is they directed them down some streets they hadn't intended to, and hey-ho, they came face to face with the counter demonstration. And I believe, and I wasn't there, Doogie was, that a bottle may have been thrown that incited or ignited some public disorder. 26 police officers were assaulted. Absolutely unacceptable. However, I believe the Met should be more fair and give more reason to the people that turned up, that they were there majority for the good reasons and the good purposes and to behave themselves. And as an expert witness myself, that's exactly what I saw.